Welcome back to No Budget DIY. Okay, this is going to be part 3 of the GuitarKitWorld Hollow Body Guitar Kit. And once again, I think one of my viewers left a comment that said it would really be nice if you built it with just all of the stock parts and then upgraded afterwards, and I think that's a pretty good idea. And I'm almost wondering if maybe he works for GuitarKitWorld, and that's why he'd like to see a GuitarKitWorld put together with just all the parts that come. But I'm going to do that, and as soon as I finish that, I'll test the guitar out. We'll play it. We'll see what it sounds like with the strings, with all the hardware, and then I'm going to upgrade it. I'm going to put on the headstock plate, the veneer with the flame maple on it. I'm going to put on the clues and tuners. I've got TV Jones pickups for it, and full StewMac pots and switches and jack. And the only thing I think I really am going to still use is going to be the tailpiece and posts and the bridge and post. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead now and mask up the binding and the fretboard, and I'm going to go ahead and get the black put on here before I spray any more clear on here. It's got a little bit of clear on it, sanded a little bit of it as well, but my goal now is to get this taped up, get the black put on the back and the side, so that way I can basically clear the whole guitar. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get to doing that now, and I'll probably speed it up, but here we go. Again, I want to mask up the binding, keep as much of the black paint off of there as I can. The binding is actually setting a little bit low of the edge, so it took some clear coats in order to get it to build up to the top. So I don't want that to happen too much on the sides. So again, I'm going to go ahead and start this masking up. And you have to forgive me, I'm going to also switch to my visor and turn the light on my visor so I can see the edges of the lines as best as I possibly can to tape this up. Okay, there's my first piece of tape on here. I am going to go ahead and stop the recording while I'm taping this up. Again, I would rather get leave a little bit of binding show and get some black paint on the binding than have the masking tape be on the wood, and thus when I go to scrape it, it has like bare wood. So for that reason, I like to always keep a little bit of binding if I have to, if I can't get right on it, onto the binding part, leaving a little bit on the binding itself. That way, again, if I get a little extra black on here, it's okay. So I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording here, and I will bring you back as soon as I have both the front and the back of this taped off. And again, I'm using this 1/4 inch precision masking tape, which is supposed to keep a nice straight clean line. So I'll come back to you in just a minute. Okay, welcome back. Go here. So I taped up around the binding and around the edges of the fretboard, and got it pushed down fairly well. Again, I don't want it to be overlapping on the back. Just down is good. Again, I can use the Benedetto binding scraper, which I put in the affiliate links below. That thing is $85, but dang, it's really worth the money. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead now and use some masking paper. We'll see if this is big enough or if I need to use the bigger one, but I think this is going to be fine. And so give me a second for some scissors. Okay, let me just get an idea here about how far I want to go back for the first one. And I like this masking tape and masking paper that's together, so I can now just go up against the small binding I did there, and that way I can just run it around without trying to have to get exactly on the edge of the binding, because that little bit of piece of tape is there instead. So I'm just gonna work around there, getting that on there, and again I'll get it all the way around and get the tape on here and back to the back, and then I'll unfold the paper here. Again, I really like this pre-taped masking paper. I have some masking paper that's not pre-taped, but this is pretty cool because I can pretty much cover up what I need to cover up with the masking tape and the masking paper on it. So I'm just going to continue to run around the edge on this, and I'll start over here now. I'm going to just put this up and but in the meantime I'll roll this paper up, and as soon as I get the rest of this top all papered up and taped up, I'll go ahead and tape up the fretboard, and once the fretboard's taped up and the top's taped up, I'll be able to go ahead and spray the black on the sides and on the back, and so we'll get some of that on there. As soon as I get this masked up, I'll bring you back. Okay, as you can see, I've got it all masked up. I've got the back ready, the back of the neck. I've got the fretboard masked up. It's ready now to go ahead and shoot some black on this. So I'm going to go ahead and take it outside, spray some coats of black on everything, including the headstock. Even though I'm going to put a veneer on it later, this is the first build. This is using stock hardware, so we're just going to paint the headstock black. Okay, I'll bring it back as soon as we get some paint on this. Okay, welcome back. I took it outside and a little while ago and I shot some black on it. I intentionally did not grain fill this one. I've got a lot of black paint, I mean cans and cans of black paint as well. Anyway, here's how it came out. Looks pretty good. Got I pulled the tape off of it. Just from a distance with the binding around the black looks really cool. It has to be scraped. As you can see, it's just where the tape was overlapping. Again, you can see the grain. You can see the grain on the headstock. You can see the grain on the neck, and you can see the grain on the body for sure. But once again, I'm gonna use the black as the filler. I'm gonna sand it back. I'm gonna have to mask it up. Lord, I don't know how many times I'm gonna have to do this, but keeping the binding masked up reduces the amount of scraping that you have to do. And again, and it looks kind of pretty cool when you take the tape off. If you see with the binding there, lets you see the headstock. I mean the neck. I've got I taped all that off, so it looks really good too. Next steps are going to be sand it. And again, I would love to be able to jump right to clear, but I'm going to have to sand this down and get another coat of black on it. Again, I'll go ahead and retape off all the binding, which is a chore. Using this little tiny tape is a real pain, but we do what we got to do. If you like what we're doing, please like, share, and subscribe. I'm enjoying doing all of these videos for you guys. We'll go ahead and sand this down this weekend and get some more black on it, and then hopefully, and again, this is the way the front is looking. That's okay. Never minding a little bit of the sanding I got on it, but that is That is really looking cool. So anyway, we'll come back next time. I'm going to go ahead and get this all sanded out as soon as it dries, and we'll get it taped back up again and get another coat of black on it. Alrighty, I will see you guys on the next one. Again, like, share, and subscribe. This is No Budget DIY.